everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. Glad you're here. I am starting a new project and I didn't get any requests, so I just decided to grab one of my little golden books, and I wonder if you can guess from this. I've got some trim. I just happened to find this in my stash, big idea book, but it has some little butterfly note paper. And I've got some rope. I was thinking maybe I could put this under, around some of the ephemera, whatever. I've got some white lace. I've got some really fun kind of pink and black. I don't even know what this is, but nice trim. And then I've got some pink, purple and blue pom-poms, and I've got a couple of cowboy boot tattoos, and I've got some cowboy hat tattoos. That's not the one I wanted. I want to put that one back. I want to use those two. So pink hat, pink boots. I've got some butterfly fabric here that is sparkly. It's really cool. I love this. So I've got some of that. And then this is a dead giveaway as to, this was at Walmart in the party supply section. Dolly, you can have a Dolly Parton theme party. I did not know. So, Cup of Ambition, what would Dolly do? If you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. It's hard to be a diamond in a rhinestone world. And then this is the Dolly I knew from the 70s. I kept the cover because I like her little logo here. I might punch that out. And yeah, so we are going to use the My Little Golden Book about Dolly Parton. And I did read this, most of which I knew already because I've seen her a movie. But the colors in here are purple, blue, and pink. And I got like a pink bandana. It just didn't seem to go with the vibe because she's sparkly, and yeah, it didn't fit. So we're going to use, I don't know if we're going to use all of this, but we've got some stuff to pull from, and I'm going to stick these here so I don't lose them. Put this behind me. I am using a paper collection from my Porch prints called Roses and Butterflies, and I don't know how much of it I'll use. I may use, well, I have some of it pulled out, but I may not use all the ephemera. It comes with a lot of stuff, so I will leave the link to that below. But I printed out, the kit itself comes with papers, pages, ephemera, and pockets. 4 different PDFs. So I printed out the papers. I don't know how many I will need to use. I started with the pages in the papers I'm setting aside for when I need them, but this is kind of a background paper with the damask kind of design with a little bit of writing on it. Here's some Roses and Butterflies. There, I might have this upside down. Nope, goes both ways. Roses and Butterflies again. And I kind of liked it. This one, this page is interesting. I don't quite know what's going on this page, but that's okay. If you fold it, it will probably be okay. So yeah, I just liked that it had mostly pink roses. It had blues. The greens are on the blue side. I love this neutral one. And then this one, of course, I really kind of grungy, like that. So those are the papers that I haven't divided into signatures. And the little golden books have 2 signatures. So I trying to prep some signatures here already. So I've got, these are from the pages. There's a lined writing paper and there is a blank writing paper. And then we have these that are like notebook. You can see the perforation design as a design. That's not perforated, but it looks cool. This is a really neat little kit. But so I believe there were 8 of these, and I put 4 in each signature, and then I printed 2 extra of the writing pages so that there are 2 in each signature. This is a wedding invitation, I guess. It has this white cardstock that you can print on, and I got these at Hobby Lobby on clearance. They're pink, but I think I'm going to cut it in half and use it as a page wrap around kind of a tuck spot on this side. I'll probably, since I'm going to cut this in half, I'll probably punch the corners to decorate it up, but I thought that would be a fun. Or the other option is to put it on a page just as is, and decorate this journal card. So I'm thinking what I want to do. Maybe I'll do both. It kind of intertwines here to keep it closed, but I kind of like using it as a page wrap around too, so we'll see. Then of course I've got some green ledger, some whatever that is, graph paper. It's graph on one side, lined on the other. I've got some tissue, tracing paper. I pulled out some hymnal pages because Dolly started in church. The rose doily, and then I do have some coloring pages, and I think I'm going to trim these down to put in the signature. These are from my Psalms book, but they're really nice little flower arrangements. So that's the first. There's only 12 in here at the moment. And there again, this has the same 2 writing pages, but then it has different decorative pages. So these are a little bit different than the other ones. So there's 4 of these pages in each signature. This one is very Beauty and the Beast to me. There again, I have another one of these, and then the same accoutrement. The same extra papers, miscellaneous. So that's the 2 signatures. And then I kind of got ahead of myself and started cutting out all the ephemera. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need to still cut out these little butterflies and things. There's some butterflies, some roses. Isn't that pretty? Oh, just love it. I am a fan of roses. But you see how it has the blue and the pink and the purpley? So that's why I chose this one. I thought it would be perfect. This is one of those, can't remember what they're called, but the flaps overlap to keep it closed. There's small tags. There's writing cards. There's I have this as a trifold, but I may cut them apart. Depends on what I need. There's some double pockets. These are tags with pockets. There, you can see it better that way. There's 4 of these. And just some miscellaneous journal cards. I don't know, like I said, I'll probably use this one because look, it has all the colors. Here's a stacked pocket. Excuse me. Here's some angled pockets. Those could be used even on the same page. Here's some more pockets, some a little bit larger. Postcard. Just a couple more journaling cards. This, I think I might fold this in half and glue it together for a journal card, so there's writing on both sides. I like that. Here is another little booklet. Some of these I trimmed off the corners. You can see there were rounded corners, and I just cut them because I'll use my corner rounder. There's a couple of envelopes, so I'll probably put one of these in each signature. And another larger booklet. I think this was from a folio. And then I haven't cut out this large postcard envelope, and I haven't cut out this yet because I just finished excuse me, printing, and wanted to get on here and get started. So I will try to do start to finish, but as it goes, one never knows. All right, I will show you how I destroy this. I noticed this when I opened this, when I was doing the video, it looked like it had never been opened or read, but the spine was really torn up. So there's no, of course I tore it up a little bit more, but there was no way I was going to be saving the gold because it was already torn. So I go from the back here, turn it upside down, and I take my bone folder and I stick it through, and so I can isolate those staples. And then I find that staple and I kind of stick my bone folder in there and twist. Okay, so if I do it that way and do it across, get down here where this other staple, I can see it right there, so I know I'm in the right area. Just kind of twist, and then eventually I should be able to get this off. Oh, still tough, so you can see the staples are there, so I'm just going to stick that in and twist. Boy, this one's really good. Stuff is falling on me. I guess it's not that far down. Here it is. Okay, let's go. There we go. All right, don't want to cut yourself. So I am going to trim these off. I'm going to use, let me try my scissors and see. These Tim Holtz scissors should work. Yeah, pretty good. And I'll do it on this side. You can kind of feel where you are up against that board. So I'm not going to keep that. Now I want to come in on the other side gently, watch those staples, and I want to kind of lift off my signatures. Lift that staple out. Same way I did the other side, just a little more carefully because I don't want to tear the book. There we go. And there again, I will cut this. There we go. And throw this whole piece away. Oh, yeah, that's some thick chipboard too. I am going to fold these down, and I'll tell you why. Because sometimes when my recycling bin, garbage can, whatever I have under my desk, gets full, I want to push it down, and I don't want to push it down on those staples. Okay, so now we have 2 signatures. I'm double checking, and I'll tell you why. Yes, 2 signatures with 3 pages. I bought a box of Disney Princess 25th anniversary books. They were not put together the same way. They are stitched in with the machine. So I still have not done those books. I started, and then I was like, now what do I do? So I think they're going to have to, which doesn't really go for me. I'm either going to have to cut the pages and tape them all together, or I'm going to have to make a ring journal and so that's why I kind of haven't done it yet, but we'll see. One of these days I'll revisit, but for now we're doing Dolly. Alright, so I do want to use my pencil before I go anywhere else and just put numbers on these. 1, and remember to take them off. 3, 5. So that would be 7, 9, and 11. And I will erase these off, hopefully. Alright, so now we have 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, and 23. All right, now they probably won't get lost, but if I drop something or whatever, I will have these intact. Now, I had 12 pages pulled for my signatures. With these 3, that gives me 15, and for 15 for each signature, I think is all I want to do. So I'm going to set these with my signature piles, and we're going to work on the cover. So, Miss Dolly, let's see, I think it goes this way. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do, oh, I didn't cut my spine. Does this work? Nope, too short. This will work. Helps if you know where your cutter is. I'm going to do a 1 1/4 inch spine. Turn this around. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's on there. 1 1/4. Alright, I'm going to flip it over, I guess, and do it the same way. Okay. So it's not a huge spine, but it'll be fun. Alright, and then these books are not quite 8 inches tall. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to mark it. Oops, that's not right. It slid on me. Okay. It's the closer one. All right. I don't know why it doesn't want to cut from the top. There we go. It's that. My wire, it seems like it's a little crooked. I don't know. Okay. So there we go. Now we have the spine. Let's double check. It's not as thick as usual, but it'll be, yeah, see, it's still a smidge too tall. So I am going to just trim it. Yes. No. All right. It's okay on this side. It's this side that is crooked. And that probably just happened just now. Okay. That should do it. So, fabric. I've got 1 1/4. I'm just going to figure it out loud so you can hear my thought process. I want about a 1/4 of an inch gap here, and then I want a 1/2 inch on either side. So 1 1/4, 2 1/4 approximately. So let's get this out. I need the length of twice this. So I had her give me 1/3 of a yard because sometimes they cut it crooked and I don't like that. So I am going to take off a 1/2 an inch to, well, let's just take off an inch. I can make this into border strips, but you see what happened? It's not straight. So now, is that going to be enough twice around? Yes, okay. So now I want to do the two. Let's do 2 1/2. Is that right? Something doesn't seem right. All right. We've got the 1 1/4, 1 3/4, 2 3/4. Okay, let's do 3 inches. Okay, I was thinking it should have been 3. All right, so there's 3. And now we should be straight. Well, it's going to be short at that end, but plenty of room for pockets or whatever. All right, and then I just need this to be, this is where it ended, so I'll probably just cut it there, right? That's plenty. Okay. So, I'm going to flip this over so that I can line these up. And I probably should just lay this down first, because I want this on the outside. Oh yeah, that'll be plenty. And so this will be on the outside. Okay. And I can bring that all the way to the bottom if I needed to. All right. So let's just get some glue on the situation. Hope everybody's doing well. Excuse my throat clearing. Ever since I had that sinus, whatever it was, cold, and it lasted about 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. I want to put the glue on the white side because it's going to be on the outside. I have had more allergy symptoms than I've ever had since I've lived here. It just doesn't want to leave. So yes, we are in that season, but yeah, I've never had it this bad. I'm always clearing my throat, always blowing my nose. Yeah, it's been tough this year. The weather's getting warm though. Summer is coming up quick. Can't believe it's already Mother's Day this weekend. All right, I am going to put this right in the center the best I can. You noticed I waited a few seconds, so I shouldn't get a lot of bleed through there. All right. So I am going, you know what, I'm going to draw a line, 1/2 inch line. Where'd my, so that I can get it somewhat straight here. You don't have, slippery. You don't have to do this, but Hopefully I'll be able to see that. Yes. All right, and then also on this side. Just because I want it to be right. Straight. Not crooked. All right, there we go. All right, so I can flip it over this way. It did have a little bit of a bleed through because it's stuck, but I think what I'll do, I'm making a mess here, I'm just flip-flopping everything around. I'll glue this on and then I'll flip it over and adjust it. How about that? But this will give me a good glue line. I probably, perhaps, should have sanded that. I don't know. Fabri-Tech's pretty good, so we'll probably be okay. Alright, because I do want it to be lined up with the spine as well. I lost my spacer, otherwise I'd be using my spacer. Let's see. Well, that looks pretty straight. I think we're okay. I can't see the line, so I think I'm okay. This is kind of ruffled here. Now I don't want to cover the title, but I don't mind covering that little golden book because you can tell what it is and it says inside. There we go. I'm going to put my ruler here on the bottom just to make sure I've got this lined up mostly straight. And try to get that approximately the same distance as the other one. So they seem to be straight there. Straight there. I'm going to flip that over, double check. Yes, okay. So now what I'm going to do is fold this up, and I may come down here. I don't necessarily want it to be right in the middle of where there's a hole. I think I'm going to cut off maybe right here. And the glue comes over this way. We can add more if we need to. Yeah, and if I just let that set for a little bit, then it won't have that as much bleed through. Although this fabric is pretty nice. It's got that a little bit thicker than regular cotton. Okay, and then we'll bring this down and probably just, yeah, we'll go at the bottom of this butterfly here. Oh, I went crooked. Darn. Thought the butterfly would help me. There we go. Not too bad. There's going to be signatures there anyway, so it's not the end of the world if it's a little crooked. But, you know. Okay, so let's get some glue on this situation. No, in fact, speaking of it getting warm around here, it was by 10:30 it was already in the upper 70s, and it's supposed to be 88 today. I'm sitting at my desk. I am not under, I have a fan on, but I'm not under a fan, and so there's no air movement over here. I'm trying to avoid turning on that darn AC because it just costs too much. But, you know, I may have to. It just gets really stuffy, especially when I'm cooking dinner. I always will turn it on when I'm cooking dinner. All right, and I'm gonna just come down here. How far does it go? Well, I really love this fabric. I'm like, what could I do with this fabric? You know, I should go get some more of this fabric for my niece's quilt I'm working on. She said she wanted butterflies and Hello Kitty and pink and purple. This would be a perfect fabric to add to her quilt. Sparkly even. All right. So let's cut those little stringies off. I'm wondering, should I put something on the edge of this? I may come back. See, I feel like it's still crooked. Darn. Well, and yeah, I may at the end. We'll see how we do. I may come back at the end and do the some white trim or something. If I could find some. I used to have a bunch of white lace, and then I started buying the off-white, and yeah, that's black. Oh, that's my elastic. I was looking for that. I do have, my daughter brought me this headband. And it's got leather cord. So something might like that might be fun down the spine too. So on the front, not the back, of course. And she gave me this one too. I was thinking about using these. This is also leather. Those colors go well too. I don't know. I'm going to wait for last. I always finish the cover last. So I am going to let this dry, and then we will be back and start working on the signatures. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.